What's going on, YouTube? I wore the New Balance 991 V2 for an entire week, and here's why you should too.
Till the sun just won't rise and heaven's under eyes. I'm living to die for you, there ain't none after you.
Now you guys know me pretty well, and I love my gray New Balances. I have several pairs. I just got rid of a few, but I still have a solid amount of gray pairs. My favorite being the 990 V4. I love a good V6, and of course, I love the 991 V2. When the sneaker first came out, I was in love with it. I wore it almost every day. I was such a fan of it. I made a lot of videos on it. It was like my favorite sneaker at the time. And for some reason, I let it get away from me. I shelved it and I became so 990 V4 obsessed. Rightfully so. You know, the 990 V4 is fantastic, and I really don't wear more than one gray sneaker at once. I just made the rotation video, and I only had one gray sneaker in that, which was this. And you know, I wore it this week, and then I wore it Monday, I wore it Tuesday, and I just kept wearing it every day. And I just was like, oh, like I got it. I gotta make sure people don't forget about this sneaker. There's a lot to cover on this sneaker, so let's just get right into it. First, I just want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the comfort and quality. This sneaker is the most comfortable shoe of all time in its own way. I wear the 990 V6 probably 5 out of 7 days a week. I'm a big 990 V6 lover. I think the 990 V6 has some of the best cushioning in the world. It's very pillowy, very squishy, very comfortable. But some days that's a little too much for me. I feel uneven. I feel like too loose in the sneaker, if that makes sense. I feel too floaty. That's where the 991 V2 thrives and destroys the V6 in that aspect. There is so much technology in the sneaker that you wouldn't even know about that makes it so special. Between the FuelCell and the SBS pods and the Endurance, this sneaker is out of this world for cushioning and comfort. It feels like you're walking. It's a gel comfort, I've mentioned before. When you're walking, it's not like a, wow, this is so squishy and soft. This is a very solid, firm, but gel-like bounciness to it. It's the most exhilarating feeling I've gotten from a sneaker in my life. You do not get this in any other sneaker ever, not even the V1. The way they built the sneaker and the way the shoe rides, it's, as somebody said on a comment yesterday, it is the Ferrari of New Balances. This is the most elite cushioning technology you will ever get in any sneaker, in my opinion, that you can get in an everyday sneaker. For all day wear, the feeling lasts all day. You don't step in it and it kind of bottoms out or anything. You will feel the same amount of comfort you have from day 1 to day 100 and from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Like, it is the most consistent, comfortable shoe you can ever get, and it rolls so perfectly from heel to toe without any hiccups or mishaps. It's perfect. For the styling of the sneaker, I feel like styling is so important. Specifically for me, I love to style my sneakers, and sometimes it can be hard. So when you have a gray sneaker like this, obviously it's versatile and it's great for styling, but it looks so presidential and so premium and so exclusive when you have this on foot. And it completely disregards the fact that it's only a gray New Balance. It radiates a level of exclusiveness and authenticity to the point where people will look at the sneaker and ask what it is. These SBS pods are phenomenal. If you get the gray pair, you really could wear this every single day with any outfit. It is so versatile, just as versatile as any other gray New Balance. This one is in its own lane because it looks exclusive. It looks, you got that little baby end, you got these beautiful SBS pods, you got that gray suede. It's a little bit darker than your other 990s and your other 991s. It's just a very sleek looking, bullet looking, just gorgeous shoe. I mean, you can wear this with cargo pants, you can wear this with jeans, you can wear this with shorts. Jorts is my favorite. You can really style this with anything. You want to talk about quality? These are the most premium materials you can get on a sneaker, and that's because it's made in the UK, you know, and it's also New Balance. The inside liner is so soft, your foot just gets almost swallowed into the sneaker. It's like sucked in. It's really, really fascinating. You got the beautiful mesh. It's nice and stretchy and breathable. The suede is about the same as you would get on a 990, but it's just a little bit darker and it might be a little shorter. The laces are super nice because they're woven laces and they're not gonna fray out like cotton laces would. The suede is super healthy. It looks better with wear. I mean, the UK craftsmanship does not fail. The midsole is super durable, this nice, beautiful rubber midsole. And then obviously the outsole You can see I stepped in gum, and I'm still trying to get that out. If anybody knows how to get gum off of an outsole, please let me know. It's really bothering me. But the outsole is super durable. I'm mad they took away the ends that were on the V1. But this outsole is really cool. You got the FuelCell running through it to see that you're getting that technology. Instead of having nubuck here, you get almost like a leather, and it just all fits together so perfectly, and you will not complain about the quality at all. So the reason I love the 991 V2 so much is because of the colors that come out. New Balance pumps out some of the best GR colorways for this silhouette I've ever seen in my life. Same with the 990 V6. They do such a great job of putting out colorways, but let's not get it twisted. Like Teddy Santis has a lot of the V6 colorways that come out, but New Balance internally is doing all these 991 V2 as far as we know. There's so many great pairs over time. Some of the best sneakers, like the sneakers of the year last year, were 991 V2s, you know, the vintage sport. You got those blue and green ones that are coming out. I saw like, I don't know what it was called, but it was like a lime green suede. They're just better, almost better than some collabs. The way they're doing these colorways, they're just phenomenal. The only other pair I have is this dazzling blue 991 V2. I could not believe how royal this blue was and how deep it was, and the suede just made it pop, and it's so simple, but the 991 V2 just makes it feel so much better. You know, the colors just match so well on the sneaker. I would love for someday to, you know, have a New Balance deal and be able to first do a 990 V4 and then work my way to a 991 V2 and do a collab on this sneaker, because there's just so much to work with, and honestly any color would probably look great on these. The great thing is, like, you can go for like a neutral pair like these, or you could go for a super bold pair like that dazzling blue pair I just said. It's just a very versatile sneaker in that aspect as well. Compared to other daily pairs, I would say these are just as good, if not better. I'd say it's pretty parallel to a 990 V4. You know, I love the V4, I love the look of it. But this is a more subtle look. You don't have that big N on the side. You have this nice, cute little baby N. You got a little bit darker, so durability and comfort. Obviously, any New Balance you find is gonna be comfortable. It's just this one's just a little bit more smoother. But for daily wear, yes, this is gonna be a fantastic pair. And if you like the 990 V4, if you like the V6, if you like the V1 991, you're gonna love this. For the maintenance tips on this sneaker, do I think you need to maintain? Yes, obviously this is a very premium sneaker. There's gonna be some things you should do over time. Just like kind of cleaning it up after a long wear. Maybe if you like were stepping in some grass or some dirt. Just like I stepped in gum the other day. Just take care of it like any other sneaker. But the mesh and the suede and the leathers will kind of do their thing and age themselves, and it's gonna give that really good vintage look that will make the sneaker look even better. So really, the only thing you gotta do is just like the main major things that you would do for any other sneaker, keeping it clean, keeping it tidy, but this sneaker would look better and will look better with wear and tear and love and care. Now, I can't believe I shelved this sneaker for as long as I did, and I'm so glad that I finally found and chose to wear it again, because this has really honestly changed my life as far as my feet have been so happy that I've started to wear the sneaker again. You know, I stand up at work all day, I like standing at a desk, and I wear these on. My feet are like happier in standing in them than they are relaxed on the ground. It's almost impossible to compare this comfort to the V6. I love them both so much, but it's a 10 out of 10 comfort, 11 out of 10 comfort, if you will. Please, please, please consider buying this. I know it's an expensive sneaker, and I know that it does break the bank, but once you get it in hand. For sizing, a lot of people try and like argue on this. I went true to size and they fit perfect. I wore true to size in all my 990s except the V6 and all the 991s. So I think they fit great. The sneaker's phenomenal. I love it to death. You need to have it in your everyday collection. I know it's an expensive sneaker, but it needs to be your everyday driver. If you're gonna spend $250 on anything, have it be this and wear it every day, and when it's done, you go buy a new pair, because the 991 V2 is not going anywhere anytime soon. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your experience is with the 991 V2, and see you in the next video.